Welcome to the Northwest Championship Series of Baseball Northwest here from Medford, Oregon on Table Rock Sports. Second game of the day coming up. This is our third place game. And this game will feature Washington Southwest taking on the Tri-State team. Starting battery for Tri-State, Connor Campbell will get the start on the mound. And behind the plate will be Troy Osborne. And leading off for Washington Southwest, number 47, Stephen Hammergren. And we are underway. And Hammergren hit by the pitch. Will head down to first. And that'll bring up number 48, Caleb McNeely. First game today was our championship game. If you didn't get a chance to catch that, you can get that on demand at the Table Rock Sports YouTube channel. I believe you can also link to it through the Baseball Northwest website. Runner goes from first. There's a drive toward left. That'll get down for a hit. An early offense here for Washington Southwest. Gavin Fugate will be the next hitter. Strike at the knees. Count goes to 1-2 on Fugate. That one to the backstop. The runners will advance. And the count goes even, 2-2. And the count is full. Campbell pitched back on the first day of the tournament. Starting here today in this third place game, swinging a foul, staying alive is Fugate. strikes out looking for the first out. And that'll bring Dylan Osborne to the plate.
Dylan Osborne had a good first game. A single and a grand slam for him in game number 1.
There's a base hit. 1 run scores. They'll hold the runner at third. But now the ball gets away over the catcher, and 2 runs will come in. Heading to third, and he will be in safely, is Osborne.
So good hustle from Dylan Osborne there. Some heads up running. Osborne in game number 1 got a hold of one and let it rip, pulled it down the right field line, left-handed batter, and he got that to clear the fence by about a good 2 inches. That thing got up and out of here in a hurry, didn't get too high, and it was one of the most gentle swings we've seen all weekend, too.
Yeah, it was a sweet stroke, and it went out. Bryce Guyan was the batter that popped out there, and so now 2 outs. And the batter, Boston Jensen. It's the only home run we've seen this weekend, and
I know we had one yesterday.
oh, we did have one yesterday.
We had one yesterday.
You're right, we did.
None sweeter than the grand slam. They're all sweet.
When you hit them, especially if you're the guy hitting it, they all feel good. But yeah, that grand slam was just a nice stroke. It was just hitting form that allowed that to go out more than anything. That one hit out towards center, and the catch is made in center field. And so Washington Southwest jumps out to a 2-0 lead, bottom half of the inning coming up. And the starting battery for Washington Southwest, Ryan McClaskey getting the start. He also pitched on the first day of the tournament on Friday, back out here today. And catching for McClaskey in the first will be Holt Williams. And leading off for Tri-State, that's number 43, the shortstop, Peyton Knowles. Watches the first one for a strike. There's a base hit to left field. Left fielder scoops it up and gets it in. That's Sax Matson out in left. And that'll bring to the plate number 45, Austin Takahashi. Swing and a foul. Talking to the coaches before the game, Tri-State, the 3rd seed, so they're the home team today, but they're the 3rd seed, I believe, by just a 1-run difference between them and the Washington Southwest team. So all those runs this week were important, at least if you wanted to be the home team. Should be a double play ball. Short to second, but the runner too quick down the line. They only get the lead runner. Center, middle infielders out there. Baylor Hill and Trevin Long, second and short. And next up will be Brock Lightgib, number 54. Runner goes, got a great jump, and he'll jog into second. Foul ball off the handle. And the count remains full, 3-2.
A good job by the base runner there. Getting a really good jump off the pitcher who has a really quick slide step to the mound. Quick release, too. Not a whole lot of time to be able to judge that jump on the steal there.
Yeah, it was almost a situation where he was kind of like a batter guessing that he's getting a fastball and just swings fastball. He took off before the windup even started. He was hoping he had the pitcher read right, and in that case he did. So leading off, up next, number 56, Buddy Brands, the first baseman. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away. Throw down. In safely is Takahashi, the back runner, also advancing. Two-two pitch. That one fought off foul. Popped up, that'll go out of play. Another check swing foul ball. So Brands staying alive up there, trying to get a pitch he can drive. Strike three called. And there's 2 outs now. And so it's going to be up to Max Frazier to try and get runners home here. That one to the backstop. It takes the good bounce, but catcher unable to scoop it up, and a run comes in to score. Putting Tri-State now within a run of Washington Southwest. And that'll put runners at the corners. And coming to the plate, number 42, Jonathan Holman. Jonathan getting the start at third base today. Runner goes from first, and it will be a walk, and the bases are loaded for number 41, Isaac Herzog. 2 straight strikes. Count at 1-2. McCloskey trying to get that third out here. Good block there from the catcher, Holt Williams. That one called a strike. He tried to check his swing, but couldn't. And they leave him loaded, but they get one. And after 1 inning, Washington Southwest with the 2-1 lead. Connor Campbell getting his 2nd inning of work. And Osborne still behind the dish. And the first batter, number 18, Holt Williams. He was at the plate to end the last inning when the last out was made out on the base pass. Here's the 0-2 from Campbell. And the count evens up at 2-2. There's a drive towards center. Couple steps in for the center fielder. And Brendan Stein makes the catch. And that's our first out here in the second. Up next, number 41, Baylor Hill. That one fouled off out of play. Comebacker. Scooped up there by Campbell. He gets it over to Brands for the out. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up third baseman Jevin Patterson. Patterson gets a hold of one out toward right center. Right fielder with a running catch. Tracked that down nicely and hauled it in. That's Ty Linster out there in right field. Recording the third out. We head to the bottom half, still 2-1. Ryan McClaskey back out there to pitch for Washington Southwest. And at the plate for Tri-State, number 49 is Brendan Stein. strikeout to start things off here in the bottom half of the second. And the hitter will be number 13, catcher Troy Osborne. And a 4-pitch walk sends Osborne down to first. And next up will be Andrew Hall. And we'll get a pinch runner coming out. Or substitute runner, I should say. Stein will run for Osborne. And Hall takes the first pitch for ball one. Throw over, not in time. Ground ball foul down the third base side. Coach bobbles it, keeps it in front of him. Broken bat on that last foul ball. Thought we were going to have a George Brett moment there for a second. Umpire and the coach meeting out there with the bat.
Recognize the last name?
Grounder to first. He'll go the short route, get the out at first. Runner advancing to second, but now 2 outs.
You recognize the last name?
What was it?
George Brett.
Oh.
Joseph Brett.
That's it. It's the Brett connection.
The Hall of Fame, some Hall of Fame stuff sitting in my uncle's house in Maryland.
That was Boston Jensen, by the way, over at first base making that play. And 48 is Ty Linster. Yeah, for those of you that are watching that aren't quite as familiar with what we're doing here with this showcase tournament, this is a wood bat tournament. So any of you casual viewers that we may not have mentioned that, that's one of the things that's making this a lot of fun for me. I enjoy wood bat baseball. Foul tip into the glove.
It really showcases what these players are able to do.
As far as I'm concerned, you can take all the aluminum bats above the Little League level and melt them down. I prefer wood bat baseball.
They should be swinging them too. Across the board. Everyone swings a wood bat. This is baseball.
I love college baseball, but I hate the sound of aluminum bats for 2 hours. It's just not natural.
And the safety of, hitting an aluminum bat.
Yeah, absolutely.
I assume they've changed the bats, but
And a strikeout to end the second, and we will head to the third. Campbell back on the mound for Tri-State. And ground ball hit softly to second, but they'll get him. That was Braden Hartley hustling down the line there, but he is out at first. And so with one out here in the top half of the third, number 44 coming to bat, that is Sax Matson. Matson got a chance to pitch yesterday and had a nice impressive stint out there on the mound yesterday. Gets a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2. Fights that one off. Just got a piece of it. Strike three called. Matson looks down at the plate and heads to the dugout. And next up for Washington Southwest, number 45, Trevin Long. bends away from that one. It's 2-0. And now 3-0. Another thing to mention, if you're, again, not a coach or a scout, you're just a casual watcher today, the teams do bat a lineup of 12 hitters, regardless of whether you're in the field or not. And down to first goes Trevin Long. And that'll send us back to the top of the order, number 47, Stephen Hammergren.
We got, is this Washington here? In our home dugout?
Yes.
They will be hitting 3 pitchers today that give them a little bit of work.
Yeah, we haven't seen one yet, but they plan on mixing them in as we go along.
Those guys do some pitching and not much else, and try to give them an opportunity to get off the bench and do something a little more.
Yeah, it's been kind of a mix all weekend. Some pitchers obviously that are pretty good hitters, and so they have hit in the 12-man lineup, and other pitchers haven't. So they've got some pitchers that haven't had a chance to do much, and they're going to get it, or at least do much at the plate. So they're going to hopefully get a chance to bat them here in this final game of the tournament. There's a drive to center field, should be playable, and hauling it in is the center fielder, Brendan Stein, and that'll do it for the top half of the third. We head to the bottom of the third when we come back. Another inning of work coming up for McClaskey. And the hitter for Tri-State fouls one off. That's Cole Katayama Stahl. And McClaskey gets ahead of him 0-2. Swing and a line drive stabbed at short. Bryce Guyan makes the play out there at shortstop. And that'll bring up one of our pitchers, Patrick Gaffney, number 51, coming up. And he takes a strike. They thought they were going to sneak that one past us, Joe. JoJo Joseph. Grounder toward the hole. Shortstop picks it up and makes the play. And that'll send us back to the top of the order, number 43, Peyton Knowles. So right on cue, Joseph, they sent up one of the pitchers so that we looked like we knew what we were talking about.
Right.
Left-hand hitter steps into the box. Don't know how that batter was being shown on base, but we erase that. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the top half of the third. Tri-State still trailing Washington Southwest 2-1. Jacob Robinson will come on to pitch for Tri-State. And he'll be facing Caleb McNeely for Washington Southwest. We are in the top of the fourth. The scoreboard issues continue to creep up. Grounder to second. And they get it over there in time for the out. Second baseman Peyton Knowles on the play. Gavin Fugate up next for Southwest. And the count goes full now, 3-2. And Fugate down on strikes. And now 2 outs. Number 51, Dylan Osborne, up next for the team from Washington. Of course, the Tri-State team made up of players from all 3 of the participating states, Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. Stabbed it short, and that'll do it here in the top half of the 5th as number 45, Austin Takahashi, makes the play. Bottom half coming up. McCloskey back out there. And a grounder to first. Foot race won by the first baseman. That's Boston Jensen over there at first, and they retire the first hitter, Brock Lightgeb. And that'll bring number 53, another one of the pitchers, Connor Campbell. Of course, Connor getting some work on the mound, but now getting a chance at the plate. All the scoring in the first inning so far. And Washington Southwest clinging to the 2-1 lead over Tri-State. And he will head down to first with the walk. Brock Lightgeb at the plate. And that one hits him. 2 on and 1 out. And Buddy Brands, first baseman, up next. There's a drive toward right center. Right fielder moves over a few steps to make the catch. Gets it in quickly. That's Braden Hartley out there in right. And now 2 outs. And the hitter will be number 50, Max Fraser. Pop fly foul, heading toward the home dugout and out of play. This will likely be the last inning for McClaskey, and he's hoping to get that last out here and keep the lead for his team. And the count goes full. That one a little low, and they're loaded. And that'll bring to the plate number 42, Jonathan Holman. Holman's been at third base. He's scheduled to move out to right field in the next inning. Gets the strike at the knees. Can't check his swing, and that's strike two, and the count's even now, 2-2. Grounder to first, and he'll take it himself over there. Boston Jensen steps on the bag, and a nice outing there for McClaskey. We head to the fifth, still 2-1, Washington Southwest over Tri-State. Number 52, Jacob Robinson, the pitcher for Tri-State. And the batter is number 57. That would be Bryce Guyan.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to give a quick shout out to all our workers doing these games that started early yesterday, or Friday and Saturday, I should say. Went all the way through the 8:30 games that went until 11 o'clock at night. They put in 17 hours.
Yeah, our center
Cameraman
field cameraman today, he grabbed that extra game on
picked them
Saturday
up,
and
and
was right back here bright and early the next day.
I was just thinking about that. 17 hours, that's a good day. Credit to all these Baseball Northwest guys. They're doing the same thing out here for these youngsters, helping them showcase their talents and what they're capable of doing. You know, it's not easy to put all this together and get everybody coordinated, and especially with everything going on in the world. And I know it wasn't easy for them to be able to find a venue and get all these guys out here. And credit to everybody for putting this on for these kids.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Boston Jensen at the plate, by the way. I don't think I got that call in there. Yeah, a lot of hard work going on out here. A lot of hours right here in the booth, but ours is probably the easiest job. There's a lot of tougher jobs going on out here at the park.
Those Baseball Northwest guys, man, they're really on top of things.
Popped up on the infield. Shortstop calling for it, makes the catch. And one down here in the top half of the fifth. And our next hitter, number 18, is Holt Williams. Throw over. The runner was already leaning back toward first, so he was able to get back in pretty comfortably. Fouled back. Yeah, Guyan over there at first. He's trying to get a healthy lead, but he's right now being a little more conservative. His lean is always back toward first, making sure he doesn't get picked off. There's a drive to left. Should be room if he can fight the sun. Makes the catch. That one hauled in by Cole Katayama Stahl. And now 2 outs. In fact, somehow the other out already got on the board, but it is now 2 outs. And the hitter, number 41, Baylor Hill. This bright sunlight, these black jerseys and the navy blue jerseys are very similar. I have to keep checking my sheet, make sure I'm on the right page. And with 2 outs, now 2 on for Washington Southwest, and they will send Jevin Patterson to the plate. Jevin going to spend his whole day over at third base, and we've got we're set up over here near third base, so we've gotten a good look at all the third basemen this week. All really good players, but I think they made the right call leaving Jevin there all game long. He's been one of the more standouts at third, at least from my humble opinion. He's looked really good this weekend.
Had a good day yesterday. Some nice plays with some hot shots over there at the hot corner and putting in good work.
He's gotten really comfortable on this turf. I don't know how many games they play turf to dirt and natural grass, but he looks very comfortable on this turf. Down on strikes, and that'll do it for the top half of the fifth. We head to the bottom half, still 2-1.
Thank you.
New pitcher for Southwest is Braden Hartley, and he will be facing number 41, Isaac Herzog. Gavin Fugate was scheduled to pitch this inning, but some arm discomfort has taken him out. And so coming in earlier than expected is Hartley. On deck for Tri-State. Fouled back. Jacob Robinson, the only other pitcher that wasn't scheduled to hit in this one, is getting a chance at bat. He'll be up next. After Herzog. Line drive into left field for a base hit. So next batter, as we mentioned before, will be Jacob Robinson. Home dugout giving their pitcher an earful as he steps up to the plate. Left-hand hitter. Up there with nobody out and a runner at first. I think you can probably hear him. Runner will advance on the pass ball. Or wild pitch. Not my job to make that call, but either way, the runner goes down to second. And a 2-0 count for Robinson. The Tri-State bench having a good time with their pitcher out here at the plate, taking his cuts. Swing and a little looper out, and that'll drop in. Little Texas leaguer over everybody in the infield. And the runners will be at the corners. And the next hitter will be number 49. And that is Brendan Stein. Runner goes, and he's going to get there ahead of the throw from the pitcher. He caught the pitcher off guard, and he gets there no matter how this game finishes, this Tri-State team is going to remember this inning for a long time. They're having a really good time out here. And a walk will load the bases. Still nobody out, and coming to the plate, number 13, Troy Osborne. Swing and a miss on the first one. Osborne was the catcher for the first 4 innings and turned things over to Lightgeb, but he's at the plate now, seeing if he can give his team the tie or the lead here in the 5th.
Little suicide right now wouldn't be a bad idea.
Of course, Osborne, a freshman out of Grants Pass, so a local boy here, playing at the friendly confines of U.S. Cellular Park.
Always enjoyed catching guys off guard and just laying one down when they didn't expect it.
Yeah, this actually wouldn't be a bad time. Depending on the fielding, the fielders are in, so it would be a tougher one on this turf, but they're probably not expecting that. So
get a good jump off third base, and all runners are safe trying to get the play at the plate.
Swings and spoils one off out of play. A few feet farther and somebody would be sorry they parked that SUV right there. Two-two pitch. Line drive off the mound. That'll go into center field. 1 run will score. Around third, headed home. The second run, and Tri-State has taken the lead 3-2. So the local boy with the RBI single gets a couple of runs home. And the runners now at first and second, and stepping into the box will be number 47, Andrew Hall. Strike at the knees, and it's 0-2.
It dropped quite a bit. That was a really good pitch.
That foul ball. The count remains 0-2.
Yeah, I had to go back and look at that one just to see where it crossed the plate there, and
it had quite a bit of movement. I thought it might have been a little low, but looking at the replay, it was pretty close.
Definitely a good off-speed pitch there.
Drive toward left, well hit. Moving over and making the catch out in left field. Number 44, Sax Matson, gets it in and keeps the runners at first and second. And that's the first out here in the bottom of the fifth. And the right-hand hitting number 48, Ty Linster. That one lifted to right and making the catch in right field, and a nice throw to third to keep the runners home. Trying to confirm who that is in right this inning because we've had some changes, but that appears to be 51 out there. No, can't be. It is 51. Yeah, that's Dylan Osborne. Okay, just making sure. Want to call out the right guy. Nice play out there. That one stroked into center, base hit. A run will come around to score. And now runners will be at first and second with 2 outs. And the batter will be top of the order, number 43, Peyton Knowles. Knowles takes a first pitch strike. There's a ground ball knocked down by the pitcher. He'll have to hurry, and they can't make the play. The bases are loaded. It was an awkward spot for him. He was going after it, and it was kind of spinning away a little from him, or just, it was an awkward pickup, and he had to kind of turn his body to make the toss and couldn't get there in time. Good effort, but a lot of these runners, they'll make you earn it, and they get down the line in a hurry. And so the base is now loaded. And the batter, Austin Takahashi, swings and misses at the first offering. That one out over second base, and the second baseman able to haul it in. Bryce Guyan making the play. Tri-State takes the lead.
Good job pitching there. Can't think of the coach's name at the moment, but pitching coach, Toronto Blue Jays. He's one of the coaches out here in the 2023-24 class tournament. He was telling his kids yesterday, you know, when it's fun to get up there and pitch when it's easy, and when there's nobody on or only a man on first and there's no trouble. But he was telling him, when you get out there and it's Dimitri Kokoris. Sorry if I pronounced that last name wrong, but he was telling his boys, baseball really gets fun when you learn how to pitch when situations are tough and the bases are loaded, runners are in scoring position, and when you find joy in pitching in those moments, baseball really becomes fun for you. And it was some really good words for his ball players.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun getting around all these coaches this week, and you can tell a lot of them know each other, probably have known each other sometime. In fact, there's a handful that are all from Chemeketa Community College, but they're all really friendly with one another, and they help each other out. It's not not an ultra competitive situation.
Tell that to those guys from
Chemeketa
College.
On the field today, it is super competitive, and
guys
there's
to get out there and
beat
each other.
Yeah, and there's friendly competition between the coaches, no doubt. But it's fun to see how everyone kind of working together to help these ball players improve and showcase their talents out here. Top half of the sixth. And pitching, Patrick Gaffney will be the pitcher for Tri-State. And it should be Brock Lightgeb behind the dish. And leading off for Washington Southwest, number 43, Braden Hartley. Hard ground ball past the third baseman into the corner and left. Headed for second. It'll be a stand-up double for Hartley. Getting things started here in the top half of the sixth. Sax Matson will be the next hitter. And Matson takes a first pitch strike. Pops on up down the first base line and out of play. Foul tip for strike two. And that one hits him. Runners at first and second now. Scoreboard failing me again. I had a runner sitting at third. We have not not had a runner at third in this inning, but we'll keep fighting it. Next hitter, number 45, Trevin Long, takes a pitch high. That one gets to the backstop. The runners will advance, and it's 2-0. Grounder to second. They'll get the out at first. And a run comes across for the Washington Southwest. Hitter at the plate, number 47, Stephen Hammergren. Hammergren hits one off the mound. That one bounces out into center field. Another run comes across, and Washington Southwest trying to claw their way back after giving up the lead in the last half inning. Trying to get a courtesy runner in. Looks like number 45, Trevin Long. And the hitter, number 48, Caleb McNeely. One on, one out, 2 runs in the inning. Southwest trailing just by 1 now. Runner left on the pitch, but he'll head back to first as that one fouled to the screen. Throw over, not in time. Swinging a drive, center field, circling and making the catch. Once again, number 49, Brendan Stein with the catch in center. And now 2 outs in the inning. Next batter for Washington Southwest, number 50, Gavin Fugate. So Fugate not out of the game, just not going to pitch as he was scheduled to, but well enough to step up to the mound. Runner will advance on that wild pitch. That one out towards short. Third baseman and shortstop both there. The shortstop makes the catch. Ends the inning. That was Isaac Herzog making that grab. And Washington Southwest gets a couple. They still trail by one. Bottom half of six coming up next. Coming in to pitch for Washington Southwest will be number 47, Stephen Hammergren. And leading off for Tri-State, number 54. And that is Brock Lightgeb. Lightgeb with the hitter's count here. Swings and misses. And the count goes full. And the leadoff hitter on for Tri-State. And that'll bring Buddy Brands to the plate. Buddy started at first, and due to some changes in the lineup, he will play the entire game at first base. And looks like we'll get a courtesy runner out there. Austin Takahashi will go over and run at first base. Running for Brock Lightgeb. That one fouled off out of play. Runner goes, pitcher steps off, turns, throws, and plenty of time for the out. So the courtesy runner, I should say, caught stealing. And a strikeout there, and now 2 away. And the batter will be number 50, Max Fraser. Popped up behind third, out to the left, and coming over from his shortstop position, Bryce Guyan makes the play. And that'll do it for Tri-State here in the 6th. Little work to do for Washington Southwest. They need at least one in the top half of the 7th, and we will be right back. Patrick Gaffney, the pitcher for Tri-State to start the 7th inning. And leading off for Washington Southwest will be Dylan Osborne. Hits one sharply to short, gets past the shortstop into shallow left field, and the leadoff hitter on for Southwest. And that'll bring Bryce Guyan to the plate. Takes a strike. Of course, I mentioned that Osborne, the Grants Pass product, also somewhat local, is Austin Takahashi. He's from Roseburg High School. That one bounced in. Runner gets to first. He takes a turn, thinks about it, but he'll head back. So Osborne looking aggressive out there on the baselines, wanting to take advantage of every opportunity. So one out. I don't either.
Oh, that was a good pitch.
Grounder past third, foul. That one lifted to left. Lining it up, making the catch, getting the throw in quickly is number 44, Cole Katayama Stahl. And that's the first out here. And stepping into the box will be Boston Jensen. Second out comes by strikeout. So Holt Williams up there. Last chance for Washington Southwest. And that hits him. Runners at first and second. Osborne out at second represents the tying run. And at the plate, Baylor Hill. Checks his swing and takes a strike. Strike two, it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that will do it. Third place game is going to go to Tri-State. They started the scoring off in the first. Washington Southwest got two in the first. Tri-State came back with one of their own, and then it stayed that way for a while until Tri-State got out to a 5-2 lead. Washington Southwest got two more runs to get it within one, but they come up short here in the seventh. And so your third place team In the 2023-24 division is going to be the Tri-State team of teams from all three of the participating states on this Tri-State team. So that'll do it. That's our final. Once again, Tri-State beats Washington Southwest 5-4. Thanks to Chris Campbell on camera, Joseph Brett running camera and doing color. I'm Jeff Smith, and we thank you for watching another game of Baseball Northwest on Table Rock Sports.